When Shui first gave me the script, I read it and then I read it twice. Usually the process is I read it one time just to read the overall concept of it. And then twice you read it and then you start to visualize about how it should look. So, we had ideas on how the film should look from the present tense and the flashbacks. Usually try to separate a look between the present tense, flashbacks, flash forwards, etc. And from the good times and the bad times. So when the main character is clean, she's not on drugs, that's one look. But when she goes into some type of addiction, that's something totally different. So you approach it from that level, and that way when people look at it, they can separate, the present from the flashback and kind of not have it all get mixed up. Because this film goes into flashback a lot. There's present, there's flashback, and there's flashbacks within flashbacks. And so some people can get mixed up between the different period times. We shot with the Red camera for the first time on this feature. Normally we shoot film, or we shot P2. Shoaib and I are very film. We do film. That's just what we did for the most part. So we came up shooting film. We didn't come up shooting digital. So this is our first time really shooting the Red on this particular film, and that's just a process within itself. When you shoot with a bigger camera, you move slower. But when you have limited days, you try to cram, the process is you shoot, 3 pages a day or so. And we were doing more, sometimes double that, sometimes triple that. So it can extend sometimes. The reality is it doesn't really matter what camera you shoot with. The first thing is the script. If the script is good, that's one thing. It all comes down to the story. Because I've seen good films. I've seen okay films that look gorgeous, but the story and acting are horrible. And I've seen vice versa. So the camera really isn't. I'm not a person that is impressed by big toys. I don't care if you have the best crane, the best dolly, or the best camera. If you shoot 4K, if you shoot 2K, it doesn't really matter. If the lighting is good, it all comes down to basics. If your lighting is good, if your acting is good, if your directing is good, and if the editing is good, then you have a good film. So it doesn't impress me if you have a Red, or if you have the Alexis, or if you have another camera that's comparable to that. It all comes down to fundamentals. This story is about faith. It's about redemption. It's about a person, overcoming obstacles. A person who is going well, and then they fall, like everyone has. We all fall as people. We're all fallible. So, that happens. But it's about when you hit rock bottom, coming back stronger. The theme of Nocturnal Agony and filmmaking is very similar. Filmmaking, a lot of times you get knocked down as a filmmaker because things hit you in life, or things hit you on the set. People come at you different ways, and the elements just hit you left and right when you're on the set. But the important thing is to finish the film. In life, when things hit you in life, you get knocked back down, but you have to finish your life. You have to keep on going. And Nocturnal Agony and filmmaking are very similar.